Hello and welcome to another tutorial on how to locate records on FamilySearch. Like I said, this is part yesterday. Like I said, this is actually part of Greene County History Week. This is something we're trying to do so that all of our followers know how to locate these records from the comfort of their own home. So today we are going to look at the tax duplicates and deeds. So I'm going to share my screen with you so we can walk through how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually start at the Greene County homepage like we did. You're going to do this with every single one. I'm going to start with the homepage so that everyone, if you didn't watch the first one or you're watching these out of sequence, then you know exactly where you need to go. So you're going to start at the Greene County homepage, greenecountyohio.gov. We'll go to departments and then scroll down to archives. Click on archives and that will take you to our main page. To find the how-to guides, you're going to click on family resources. And that will take you to our family resources page. And if you click down here, this is the how-to guide. You'll go to the how-to guides. And here we have the tax duplicates. You're going to click on tax duplicates. All right, so this is the guide on tax duplicates. You can see it's really long. It seems like it's a lot of work, but this is just because there's different links for different years. And so we want to make sure that you were aware of how to do it for each year. So we're only going to show you one of them, but we'll walk through one and that will give you an idea of how to do it for all of them. But we also have some personal property records that are not on FamilySearch. They're actually on Flickr. So I'll take you to our Flickr page too, and we'll walk through how to find those. It's really pretty easy to find those on our Flickr page. So on this one, like I've told you with the other ones, if you want to print the guide, if you want to just have it up on your screen, whatever works best for you. I actually printed it to make it easier so I can make sure I show you the full screen, but it's really up to you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through the tax duplicates, and if we can also walk you through the deeds. So let's look at the deeds. So here's how to find the deed records. There is an index. You'll start with the index and you'll scroll through to find the appropriate deed and click on the camera icon and we'll walk you through that one too, but you may want to do both. It might be easier. So let's see. Okay, I'm printing that so I have it. All right, so let's go to FamilySearch. I'm going to take you to FamilySearch here. All right, so this is logged in. This is the home page. So from here, you're going to click search, and it's going to take you to the catalog. All right, so here you're going to start with United States, Ohio, Greene. And you'll press search. This is going to take you to the catalog for all of Greene County records that they have indexed. So here you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on taxation. And it'll expand. And from here, you're going to click on duplicate tax records of Greene County, 1816 through 1838. So we're going to click here. This is the first one we're going to start with, and this will take you to the research results. So it has 1816 through 27 or 25, then 26 through 27. So you see it's like a 2 to 3 year range for a lot of these. Again, you'll see that they have the magnifying glass to search the index. If you click here, it'll take you to the index, and these actually do have the image attached. So if you're looking for Abner Bozard, so let's see, he has a tax assessment, says from 1820. So I, a lot of times, will do a right click and then open a new window so it doesn't affect what I'm doing here. And then you can scroll in here and find his name, Abner Cozart, and it will tell you the property, the year, the assessment, descriptions, you know, section, township, range. The only thing to keep in mind with some of these early records is that the townships are not indicated on the pages. With the later ones, they are, but they aren't. So you might have to do a little bit of research to find out what township it actually is. But we do have that property research guide, which is helpful, and that's linked in the guide as well. So one thing that's important to note here too is you'll notice if we're looking at these, they're grouped by first letter of last name. So these are not in alphabetical order, but you'll be able to, all the C's are together, you know, all the D's are together, that sort of thing. So you'll be able to find them that way. Just be aware of that so that if you are looking at John Cox, but you're, you know, and you realize that, you know, you think you've gone far enough, but, you know, he's actually above William Clayton. So something to be aware of as you're working through these. But it's pretty simple since they do provide that search button. So let me go back to search results here. Okay, that's helpful in that regard. So you don't actually have to go to the index to find it. You can use that magnifying glass. It just makes it so much easier. But if you do decide to scroll through for whatever reason, if you just want to kind of look, click on the camera icon. And here you'll see it takes you to the A's. And you can scroll through these this way, and you can just do page by page. But if you look at the index, we do tell you for the year, if you're looking for a specific year, where that image number starts. So this is 1816, starts on page 8. According to our index on page 65 is where book 1817 starts. So here you see 1870. And you can just use the arrow button to scroll through. So that's a nice feature if you know that somebody owned property, but maybe you aren't exactly sure of a name, and so you want to kind of look at the year, you have a rough idea of the year, you can search this way too, using those image numbers we provide. And then, like all of them, all you got to do is press print or download to get the images, and you can crop and do whatever you need to from there. Like I said, there's a bunch of different options for these. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back into FamilySearch here. We're going to go back to the records. So this is for your 1816 through 1839. And we do have that for each book. So it's a little more descriptive in the guide. So I really recommend having that handy for yours to make your search a little easier. So now we're going to look for ones after 1838. So we're going to go back to our catalog, and you're going to click on Ohio Greene County Tax Records 1839 to 1900. So anything after 1900 is not going to be on FamilySearch. You're going to have to come to the archives to get those. And we have tax duplicates up until 2007. So with this one, you'll notice that it has it broken up by year. So that's nice. You're not getting multiple years or anything like that, but there's no option to do the search. So you do have to use you're going to have to kind of page through and find what you need here. So let's start with this first book, 1839. So you're going to click the camera icon. I'm going to do a right click like I did with the other ones. It's going to take you to the main page. You click on it, and let's see if it appears up for you. Okay, you can see now Sugar Creek Township's listed. So we do have the townships listed in these. So that's helpful. And again, you're looking at last names, you know, it's going to be all the A's are grouped together, all the B's are grouped together. So if you think a property was bought or sold in that year, go find the same last name letters. So every A, C together and stuff like that. So for books 1839 through 1950, or you'll actually see this in the guide, we actually list which townships, how they're listed, so the order they're listed. So for example, in 1839 through 1850, it's Sugar Creek, then Beaver Creek, Bath, Miami, Xenia, Caesars Creek, Silver Creek, and Ross Township. So we have them listed in order for you. That makes it maybe a little bit easier for you. That way, if you know what township you need, you can go straight to that township and then do your search from there. So that's that option, and you can just go back to the grid view here, and you can scroll through this way too, to make it a little quicker if you're looking for, you know, particular township. So, you know, we have Xenia here. Some of these are a little light, but if you scroll in, these are actually pretty decent images. You can scroll in pretty far and be able to read that name pretty well. You can also use your zoom in and zoom out buttons here too. And then, like I said, you can use the print or download button as needed. If you want to attach it, if you've got FamilySearch and you want to attach it to a family record, you can do that too. It's right here. Or you can save it to your own source box. But I usually will print or download. That way I know I have a physical copy of some sort or an electronic copy. So that's the tax duplicates. I'm going to look at this to make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing for those later years. But I think that's the important stuff. So like I said, we do have the townships listed, how they're listed on there. So you can also use this image number. You can type in an image number. Again, page numbers don't correlate. So it's important to keep that in mind as you're going through there, that if you think that something was on page, you know, if there's a page number, you think it's on page 147 or 146, that's not the same as image number 146, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, if you're looking for some personal property records, we have those on Flickr for, I think there's only a few years out there. So if you go to our Flickr page, let's see if I can find it in my list here. This is Flickr. Okay. So this is actually, you can just type in flickr.com and then you can search here for people, places, and groups. And this just type in Greene County Archives, and that will take you to our page. And for some reason, we are listed as having 2 accounts. We're working on getting one of those accounts removed, but let me go back. I need to search group, I think. No, search by people. So Greene County Archives, there we go. So you're going to do the one that has the most images. So click that, and that will take you to our main page. To do Greene County Archives, search people, and then go to the first Greene County Archives. And this is going to take you to our main page. It's the photo stream. It's got all of the images. So what you actually want to do is go to albums here and click albums. And then you're going to go over to view my collections. Click that. And this is going to take you to the different collections we have. It makes it a little easier to search to do it this way. And you're going to go to auditor's records. Okay, so you see here, these are just the personal property taxes. So there's 35, I think there's like 37, let's see, I think there's a 40 and a 41. Let's see here, a lot of these are 37. 36. Like I said, that's not all of them, but it's, you know, 36, 37. I think there's a couple 35s. And I believe that there's some 40s in here too, but I could be wrong. Let's see. 20, oh, there's another 26, 35, 26, 30. So like I said, it's not, oh, here's 40 and 40 or 41. So you can look at these if you were looking for someone in particular and you know what township they were living in. You can come to these records. These are the ones that are not on FamilySearch, so you can come to Flickr to find those. Unfortunately, though, I'll show you. You don't have the ability to zoom in like you do with FamilySearch. It's you can, I mean, this is as far as you can zoom in. So what I recommend, if you think that you see a name on that page, download it, or you download it so that you can actually zoom in on your own computer using a viewer of some sort. It just makes it a lot easier. So you can press download here, and then you can print whatever you want from there. But you can see here that it does say that, you know, they could be blurry. Unfortunately, that's just the way that they were imaged. So we don't have any control over that, but it's at least something to go on. So that's how you would find those on Flickr. So let's go back here. So now I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I'm going to do a separate one for the deed records so that people can, if they're just looking for one or the other, they can do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to take you back to, remember, this is the document center here. So if you have any questions, we will be talking about how to locate the tax records on Facebook Live on, let me verify my date here for you. It's going to be June 15th, so Tuesday, June 15th at 2 p.m. So you can join us on Facebook, and we will be discussing that or be available if anyone has any questions. So we hope you found this useful, and stay tuned, and we'll get you set up for the deed records as well. So thanks.